Hello everybody, it's 7 o'clock, so it's time for my weekly Facebook Live here on Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Stampers. As you come on in, let me know you're there. Hi Cheryl, happy Tuesday. Lovely Tuesday today. It was so nice outside today. I hope everybody had a great day. Seems like it's going to be getting warmer through the weekend, and then the weekend we're getting some snow. So it just... I look at it, today is February 1st, so it's one day closer to spring. So I am excited for spring to come. Today is our last treat holder project. Hey, Regina Peckman, how are you? Hope you're doing well at school. So we will be doing our last Valentine's Day project today. And before we get started, I wanted to share with you this cute little Valentine card I got from a girl on my team. Her name is Lisa. You all know who she is. Isn't that so pretty? Love the blushing bride and that really pretty embossing folder. Thank you so much, Lisa. And Jim, I'm sure you helped out somehow. All right. So that is that. Let's talk a little bit about the products that I'm going to be using today. Let's see. We're going to be using the Sweet Treats. Oh, come on. I can't believe I don't remember what this one is. Sweet. I know it's sweet something. Lord. All right. I'm going to show it to you. How about that? All right. Hi, Jean. Hello. This is the Photopolymer Stamp Set we're going to be using this evening. And it really reminds me a lot of those delicious conversation hearts that I got as a kid. And it reminds me of the shoe boxes we used to make as a kid. Just really, Valentine's Day has always been such a fun holiday for me. And then here is the coordinating dies that go with that. Love the little tag. We're going to be using that again today. And we're also going to be using that one across the top right, that little string of hearts. We're going to cut that out with the die. And then you guys know I love the little mini envelope on the bottom right. And then the paper. Yes, girls, this is the star of the show, all this beautiful paper. And I will be using one different than I used for my sample, but any of those in there would be perfect to use. Okay, so those are all of the products I wanted to highlight. Now, before I get started, always remember that when we finish the Facebook Live this evening, you can go to my blog and you can download a PDF that has all the instructions, pictures, a picture of your template after you cut it to help with that, and all the products, so you don't have to worry about trying to jot them down. You can just sit back and watch. So this will be available shortly after this Facebook Live on my blog, and my blog is www.thewexfordstamper.blogspot.com. So I hope you all check that out and see how cool those PDFs are. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Here is our project for this evening. This is a door hanger. Now, I've made this in the past for, actually twice. I made it for, hey Mary, I made it for Halloween. And I also made it for St. Patrick's Day. So those are the two occasions I've done it before, and you can really dress it up for anything. I just love that you can go ahead and sneak up on somebody and put it on their door and they'll never know you were there. I always love when I can surprise somebody with a treat. And this is a really large treat holder. Look at that space in there. And I have in here a pack of gum, a Russell Stover strawberry cream heart, and then I put a whole bunch of peanut butter cups in the front, but there is so much room in here. You could put a lot of goodies in there. I also thought about maybe putting a bag of conversation hearts, like a treat bag tied with a ribbon, or a little bag of I love the cinnamon hearts. I mean, I don't know. I haven't met a piece of candy that I don't love, but those are ones I thought about. You could put in like a little treat bag and tie a ribbon around the top of the bag. So that's just other thoughts, but this is really simple. And I think you'll be able to make these without too much trouble. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Remember, all the directions and things will be on the PDF. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with Blushing Bride, but remember we talked about all the different colors that would work with this project. You could use Highland Heather, you can use Real Red, you can use Granny Apple Green, So Saffron. There's just so many great colors. This is the paper I'm going to be using, so you could just pick up any of those colors and use that as your box. So it's really whatever you have in your stash that matches will work perfectly. All right, so this is our paper here. We're going to be using the Blushing Bride this evening, and this is cut at 8.5 by 10.5. So I only shaved a little bit off the end of the long side, so I use almost the entire piece of 8.5 by 11 here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on my scoring board, and I'm going to get my score here and make sure that I'm looking at the right spot. Yes, on the long side, we're going to score at 1/2, 2.5, 5.5, 7.5. Okay, 1/2, 2.5, 5.5, 7.5. Okay, then we are going to turn it on the short side and score at 2. This is going to be where we fold up the bottom. All right, now we're going to continue scoring on this short side, and we're going to score at 5. But we're not going to go all the way to the bottom. We're going to only score to the second horizontal line. Okay, so let me put this up a little closer. Ooh, not too close. There we go. Okay, 1, 2. So I'm just going to score to the second score line at 5. All right, and these aren't really going to be folded lines. These are going to be your indicators on where you're going to cut. But there I go at 5 through 1 to the second. Okay, now you're going to turn it 180 degrees. Okay, so it's going to be the short side again, but at the other end of the paper. Okay, and on this side, I'm going to score at 3.5, and I'm going to go through 2 score lines again. 1, 2. All right, that's it. All right. There is you can see that we skipped over this panel here. This panel does not have the score line going through, and you'll see why we did that in a few minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold on all the score lines except the partial score line. Don't fold on that one. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Lisa is having trouble getting on, and I can't help her. Can anybody find Lisa and help her get on? All right, and there is a score line. Remember, we're not going to score on the partials. Hello, Renee. Nice to see you. All right, so there we did it. We did all our scoring and folding. And you've noticed here, we did not fold over on those score lines. All right, so now let's go ahead and start cutting. Now let's bring in my template. Now this will be on my blog, so you'll be able to see now. This is why we didn't score all the way across. Okay, it's because this panel is going to be the back panel where we put our circle and what's going to hang from the door. Okay? And then the rest of this is going to be the box that's connected to the bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab my scissors. And we're going to first start here on the side with the very, very thin panel. This is kind of the tab that holds the box together. We're going to cut up to the first score line and first horizontal score line and stop there. Then we're going to turn it the other way and we're going to cut up again to the first horizontal score line and cut there. So we basically have just this portion here that's going to attach the box together. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut on this line that we scored but did not fold on. And that is because we're going to cut out 1, 2, 3 sections of that paper and just have the panel that is going to be the hanging part or the hanger panel. So I'm going to cut on these scored lines and stop. Remember, we did not score through that large panel there. And then I'm just going to cut down these score lines and cut those sections right off. Okay, there we have it. All right, now we only have a couple more cuts we need to make. We need to fix the bottom so that it will close up the box. So we're going to cut up to the first horizontal score line from the bottom on all 3 of these vertical score lines. These are going to be the bottom of the box, and then these 2 squares are going to be the tabs that fold in and help support the bottom of the box. So I always like to take a little bit off there. Okay, so that is all the cutting that we have to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the designer series paper. I'm going to take a moment here and help Lisa find us. She's having some trouble. Let me see, I'm going to copy the link and go up here and paste the link. There we go. Hopefully she'll find us now. Okay, thank you for being patient. I like all my stampers to be here. I hate when they get lost in the internet world. All right, now we're ready to put on our paper. Remember, I always like to put on the paper before I put the box together because you have a chance to be able to push down on this one. And this one we have to do some special cutting before we put the box together. All right, so let's go ahead and we need 4 panels of DSP. And this is the one I chose for this box. Okay, so cute. Love this paper. I mean, it really doesn't matter which one you choose. This one had the cute little conversation hearts on it. And this one is just regular hearts, but I love it. All right, so what you're going to need to be careful of when you have the thin tab over here that we're going to close the box with to the left, that means your box is open. That means this is the inside of the box, and this is going to close this way. All right, so with it's still open this way, we want to put this piece right here so that when we close the box, we still have the pretty paper up at the top. All right, does that make sense? All right, so let's go ahead and get my Tombow. And we're going to go ahead and put a little glue right on here. Come on, Tombow. I always should prep this thing before I go on live because it never wants to come out. Okay, now, you coming this time? Yep, there we go. All right, and there is my Tombow. And I want to make sure I have it the right orientation. So that just kind of fills in that panel with a little 1/4 inch border around of the Blushing Bride paper. Okay, there she is. Hello, Lisa. All right, now we want to turn it over so we can't see that paper. And now we're going to add the last 3 pieces of Designer Series paper on the panels of the box. All right, now the dimensions for these are on the PDF, and they will be on my blog if you don't want to download the PDF. You need 2 of one size and then 1 that's larger, and then of course the largest one that is the hanger portion. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to add these to these panels. Again, there's about a 1/4 inch around the edge, so that we have a little bit of the Blushing Bride framing the Designer Series paper. I just think that does such a great job when you do that. There's also some of the Flirty Flamingo in this paper as well. So you could have done the brighter pink if you wanted to. It's really up to you. All right. So just remember, you want to make sure you're not putting these on the same side as this panel, or they're just going to face to the inside of the box. It will be a really nice view for the candy. That'll be really colorful, but you don't want your recipient to have the blank box on the outside. All right, so now before we close it, we're going to make our hanger here. Okay, and now how are we going to do that? I am going to use a 2-inch circle punch. Okay, this is one of my favorite punches. No longer available on Stampin' Up, unfortunately, but I know you can get them at some of the other places that I can't mention at this time. It fits perfectly, and the box comes right up to the edge of the punch on both sides, so it's really easy to get it centered, and I push it all the way in as far as it'll go. So this is a really, really easy one that's not hard to get your placement correct. Then I'm going to squeeze, and I'm going to punch that section out. Now, if you notice on my hanger here, I did a cute little scallop around the circle. Let me show you how easy that is to do. It's super fun. All right, I'm going to take a piece. This is 3 inches by 3 inches. And I'm going to take a piece of the Blushing Bride, and I'm going to punch out a hole in the middle of the paper. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there we have that. Then I am going to grab my layering circles. Okay, these are an oldie but goodie. These are still available in the catalog, and I'm going to grab one of the scallops that's just a little bit bigger than my hole there. Okay, and that will allow me to make the little scallopy circle around. Now I'm going to have to grab my cut and emboss machine. Going to grab that, bring that up. But I love being able to do this because you can add a little bit of pizzazz to your circle. And you know I'm all about pizzazz, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that down and run it through. And you see how cool this is going to look. Okay. Oop, I still got my purple hearts on here from another project. But look there. See how that comes out so nice? Yes, if you want to just do a circle, that's a great idea, Jean. If you just want to do a plain circle around and make it just kind of a ring without the scallop, you just go with a larger circle. Excellent idea. You girls always have such great ideas. All right, so now let's bring our project back in. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take some glue and put it on the back side of my circle. Not too much. We don't want it squeezing through. And then I'm just going to lay it right here around the original circle that I punched. Isn't that cute how that came out? I love that. Just a little added pizzazz. We all are looking for pizzazz. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and close up our box. We're gonna fold this left side over, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of the Tombow to the little tab along the edge there. Then I'm just gonna fold in the other side, and it will fold right directly where we want it to go, and we just push that down. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna grab my gum eraser. You guys, I think I might have mentioned this. This is a gum eraser. This is great at getting off any of the dried glue that might have squeezed out in between the paper and you don't like the way it looks. You can take your little gum eraser and get that all off. Not available at Stampin' Up, but I can give you the link if you're interested in a gum eraser. All right, so now we're just gonna turn the box over, push in the two outside flaps. Then we're gonna flap in the back flap, the flap that is connected to the circle. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on that front flap. So we wanna put down the front flap, the front flap last, say that 3 times, and just fold that over, and that gives you the nice fold in the front. I'm gonna put it down here. I'm gonna take push down a little with my bone folder, and look, cute, cute, cute. How easy is that? You could just make these very quickly. A bunch of these for neighbors. I think they would be cute. Or if you work somewhere, I'm thinking my teacher friends, you can hang them on all their doors. All right, now let's show you. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna put in here. We're gonna put the Russell Stover. This is all available at the local grocery store. I went to Weiss. Some Orbit gum, since it's pink, we'll go with it. And then we have these great Valentine peanut butter cups, which have a little layer of pink chocolate on the top. So there we have it. All fits in there, could fit more things in there for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up our front. Oh, you stay in there. Okay. This is the little chain of hearts that I cut out with the Highland Heather. Isn't that cute? And I'm gonna go ahead and put that right across the front. Grab some of my Tombow, just tiny dots between. Don't need to get too much glue on this. And I'm just gonna put it across the front of my box. Really pretty little accent, love it. All right, there, oh, I'm gonna put these here. Since I'm laying it down, they wanna fall out. So let's put them over there for now. All right, so there we have the hearts across the bottom. Last thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna make our little tag. This cute little tag die from this set. I am just gonna get a lot out of it. I think it's wonderful if you're making any kind of a gift bag or something. This is just the perfect size for any kind of gift bag to tie around your treat bag, I mean, like those plastic ones. And you can tie a ribbon and put this through the ribbon and it would be perfect size. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just put 3 rows of Blushing Bride hearts using the Blushing Bride and these wonderful photopolymer stamps so I can see exactly where I'm going with them. So I have the 3 rows, so cute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my little sentiment on here. And that is from the set as well. And it says, "Happy to have you in my life." And another great photopolymer stamp so we can go right in the middle. And there we have it. Very easy. Quick and painless treat box. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some dimensionals here. We're just about finished. While I'm finishing up here, let me know which of the treat holders you like the best. And that'll give me kind of some information as we move on to other holidays. I know there's St. Patrick's Day coming up, but which ones did you like the best? And let me know. All right, I'm going to put 4 little dimensionals on here. Bring my box back in. Let me take the backings off these. There we go. And I'm going to lay it right here to the left side of my box. Okay, and last of all, I'm going to grab this cute little gorgeous grape ribbon. I tied it in a bow. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue dots. You guys know this trick. Take the bow, connect the bow to the glue dot right at the knot. Then I'm going to grab my pick tool and pick it up by the glue dot, and then that goes right at the top of my little tag. And there you have it. Simple, simple. I'm going to go ahead and put those right there in my hanging box, and there you have it. Oh yes, I like the Little Debbie's box too. Yep. That was a wild boy. That was the strawberry little roll. Yep, I remember that one. Yep. I like them all, so I have a hard time choosing. I just enjoy making them. So there you have it. There is your hanging box. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always message me. But now you are set. You have at least 5 ideas of some great Valentine treat holders for friends and family. And if you do end up making them, please go ahead and post them on our VIP page so I can see which ones you made. All right, and I want to take this time also to thank all those who purchased my January Penguin Sampler Kit. It was a huge success and we had great fun here. Even though the weather got bad, I still had a good showing here. But thanks to those that got the to-go kits as well. And just to let you know, my next kit is a birthday card box, and that is already open, and I would like to know if you're coming by the 10th of February. Let me grab the box here. I know I have it somewhere. Hold on. This is the Flowering Fields suite, and you will make 12 cards, 4 different designs, 3 of each. Such beautiful paper. I'm ready for spring, so I was so ready to make these. And you'll also get a spool of the beautiful window pane ribbon. So you're going to make 4 of each kind. There's the first kind. I have them mixed up here. There's another one that has some vellum on the back. Just love this paper, is amazing. It really, really sets the card off so beautifully. Look at this paper over here. So pretty. So you'll make 3 of each of these designs, and this one has one of my favorite little die cuts. It's like a field of flowers there. Just think that's so pretty. I just love this paper. So you'll get to make all 12 of these cards with envelopes. And then I'll also, if you get it to go, I'll send along paper and a video tutorial to make this little magazine file box to hold them, so you can put them right on your desk, and you'll be ready for the whole year of birthday cards that you'll need. If you decide to come to my home, I will always have it in home, and or you can pick it up for a to-go kit. So it's really up to you. Each time I have a event, I give out in a little event pin, and this is the event pin for this project. Has little tulips on it, and the cost is $35. You will also get an extra pack of the paper and some dimensionals and also the little bronze brushed butterflies. You'll get a pack of those that you can add to your cards as well. So this is a really fun project kit. I'm really anxious to share this one with you. So let me know if you're interested. I will be starting to invoice friends very soon. All right. With the supply chain challenges, we need to get this stuff ordered as quickly as possible. And the event is not till the 25th of February. That's the last Friday, but I really need to get everything by the 10th. Alrighty? So if you have any questions about that or any of my projects, you can go to my blog. All 5 projects are on my blog, and you can always contact me about any of those things. So have a great day, and it sounds like the next 2 days are going to be pretty darn nice. So get out there and enjoy the weather, and have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you back on Tuesday with something brand new. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Something more spring-like. So something that you will really enjoy, and there will actually be some cards I will make. I know I'm a big 3D queen, but I do like to make some cards, and I'm going to be focusing on a stamp set that I really like that's super cute. And it's just kind of a standalone set. Doesn't have a lot of die cuts and paper to go with it, but it's so cute. And I want to show you some great projects with that. So tune back in on Tuesday of next week, and I'll see you for another fun project. Have a great day and keep on stamping. Bye-bye.